Hi guys, welcome to Coffee Talk. I'm joined today by my good friend Jay. Say hello, Jay.
Hello.
Hello. So I wanted to share Coffee Talk with Jay because do you remember how we met?
I did. We met at a new opening of a restaurant. And
Don't say the name. We're not giving.
I won't. They're not sponsoring the show, so they're not getting any recognition. We met there. We said hello, and we've been really good friends ever since.
Okay, but do you know why I approached you first?
Because I was a handsome guy. I was the handsomest guy in the room.
Other than that, well, it was like I think our training was like at 5:00 or something, and you were sitting there with a large cup of coffee at the table. Do you remember that?
I think so.
So I saw that and I was like, this guy loves coffee because who the hell drinks an extra large coffee at 5:00?
And with a straw, I might add.
You did have a straw in there.
I always have a straw in my coffee.
It makes your teeth nice, I guess.
It doesn't help stain. It doesn't, stain it. So I always felt that's the best thing to do.
Yes. So I approached you and we became good friends, and then you asked me to hang out. Remember that?
Yes, we did.
Yes. The hang out.
Hang out.
Hold on, I need a sip for this. Okay, so the funny part about the hanging out was that you're like, hey, you want to hang out sometime? And you asked me for my phone number. And I was still clueless. I was like, okay, he wants to hang out. He's a nice guy, right? Mm-hmm. So then you...
Little did she know.
No, now I know. So then you were like, let's go to a drive-in movie. Do you remember that? It was like our first date, if you want to call it a date.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know we were on a date. So
yeah, you're the only one that didn't know we were on a date, right?
You're like, what the hell do you think this is?
Yeah.
So you called me that morning and you made the plans. And you're like, we're going to the drive-in. You even like packed a picnic. Like you made sandwiches. And then you like paid a lot of money for that Boy Scout popcorn. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Wow, man, that's pretty good.
See?
Wow,
I got good memories sometimes. But so we went on this date and then you were like, can I kiss you? That's how I was like, whoa.
Are you sure it went that way?
Yes,
you sure it wasn't the other way?
No. You asked me if you could kiss me, and I was like, enjoying my popcorn. Like, is this a date? Like, why does he want to kiss?
You're like with the popcorn. You're like, right now?
Right now, no.
Do you have a pick for my teeth?
Yeah. So yeah, it kind of went like that. But I think we knew from that like first kiss that it just wasn't.
Right. We're better friends than anything.
Yeah, there was like no chemistry, which is weird. I've never had that happen, but
great. I'm glad I'm your first. It's good to know.
Yes. So I think though that we like solidified our friendship when I think it was when your dog passed. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then you were telling me about your dog, and I lost it too. I was crying, and I think ever since then we just knew that like this is a person. This is my person.
Yeah.
This is who I can go to when we have issues, and we've been through a lot, like health-wise and surgeries and
personal loss, of course.
Yes.
I mean, you've been incredible, and you have been, and for everything that you've had, all the your losses, your personal losses, and your strength, and it inspires me. And I've told you that. I told you in our little pre-show powwow, and yeah, I mean, I try to associate myself with people that I see similar characteristics in them. And you are the epitome of that. So I want to thank you for that.
Aww.
And for
being
non-judgmental.
Friendship.
You're like a sister.
Yeah.
So.
And it has become that. It's become like a brother-sister relationship. And, even when we get mad at each other, because we've had times like that where...
Oh, yeah.
It's like, when I get mad at you, and then you're not Jay, you're Yay.
Then the coffee's boiling then.
Yeah, absolutely. But I did want to talk coffee talk because... even though we're both single and we attempted dating and that didn't quite work, we have different views on dating.
That is true.
And we have different views on coffee dates.
Yes.
Because for me, coffee is something that has always been warm and inviting, and it's my time of peace and quiet. And so coffee means something to me. And then when we work together, I watched you like leave on your breaks and you go on these coffee dates. And I'm like, what the heck? And it was like a speed dating thing almost.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to go meet this girl for coffee and then come back to work.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck? So it felt so impersonable to me, not only because the date was so fast. I guess a drink would be different, but for coffee, I don't know, maybe I'm putting too much emphasis into it.
I just felt that coffee is, the drink is kind of hard. It's kind of a slippery slope because some people can't handle their alcohol. And then sometimes when the drink is going good and you think it's the date, then sometimes bad decisions can be made. So I think a little perk me up, a little caffeine, and as opposed to the alcohol, which is fine. But I just think that for the non-pressure coffee was basically suiting what we needed at the time.
Absolutely. But I don't know, I just felt like it was a little impersonable.
Yeah.
But and I guess I want like your guys a point of view as a guy, because there is a lot of pressure, I think, more on men with dating, because you can't ask every girl to dinner.
Right.
That shit gets expensive.
Unless you group on it.
Yeah, oh my God,
Unless
that's a whole nother
see,
show.
and you've
That's a
made
whole
fun of
nother
me for
show.
that
The
when I
Groupon,
told my date, hey
yes.
girl, you need to stop by the ATM or something. So, I mean, really, like, come on, man.
Like, okay, I paid for 4 whole dates now. You gonna stop by the ATM?
In 2018, man, if it's hard to even ask women to contribute,
God.
who's independent, who's her own person, albeit a feminist or not, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But that's my opinion. I'm still chivalrous. I'm still a gentleman, and I'll pick up the tab. But I don't want to have it be like, if she wants to pay for something, I'm not opposed to that, especially in today's day and age.
I know, and that, like, for me, I have the 3-date rule.
What's that?
That I think he should pay for the first 3 dates.
Okay.
So even if it's just a drink or dinner or whatever it is, a show, wherever we go, I think a man should. I'll offer to pay, but if you take my money, we're not going. That's it.
So by the 4th day, we're at Netflix and chill, right?
No, what?
I'm just,
Is that
by the
how
3rd
it works?
day. No, I mean, if you're working it right, then it works that way.
Oh my God, Netflix and chill.
Like Kermit the Frog. Damn, there's some good tea right here.
Yes,
man.
I know. Okay, because I feel like it's kind of hard for women too, because I don't want to take that away from you as a man, because I think men feel like I need to be the man and I need to
the gender roles. I get that.
And take care of it, or so.
Well, a real gentleman would still compliment you, open the door for you, and all that. Not just on the first couple of dates, but continuously, I think.
Till the Netflix and chill date, and then it's done.
That continues then too.
It continues then too?
Yes.
I haven't met that guy. I don't know.
I'd be like, excuse me, young lady, will you please present the booty to me?
Oh, if he does it that nicely, then it's
You have to now.
It's on now. Yes. But yeah, no, that's a slippery slope for girls too, because like I said, I'll offer to pay. If he takes it, I'm kind of like, we'll see.
Right.
But at least the first 3, and then after that, it's like, okay, I'm an independent girl. I can pay for my own, or pay for both of us, because I wouldn't just pay for my own. That going half thing is just
right.
How do you feel about that?
Again, going Dutch, there's nothing wrong with that. I know plenty of independent women that it's a must for them to pay their own until that comfort or trust level is established. So, I mean, it's a case-by-case scenario.
Maybe I'm more like traditional in that sense.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Oh, boy. I guess that's why we're single. Okay, so dating in general. Can you give me like an overview of how it's been going for you?
I don't think there's enough minutes on this live show and stuff to see how it's going. It's like anything, right? It's good and bad. I mean, you meet some people and you meet a person, you think they are what you're looking for, and then it doesn't pan out that way for whatever reason it may be. But you're still, it's like anything, right? You still need to breathe, you still need to drink, you still need to eat, you still need to walk. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep doing it until you find the right rhythm. Mm-hmm. And that's all it is. I feel that relationships are kind of like a rhythm, like the ebb and flow of things. The woman playing, if we're going that route, the companionship, the loyalty, the generosity, I mean, those things is what you're looking for, aside from just everybody's different from the physical gratification of it all, or just anything for that matter. So it's interesting. Like I said, as you grow older, I think that companionship is key as opposed to anything that becomes the secondary. It doesn't really matter too much. At least to me, it doesn't. So
I guess that's when you hit that point where like you're kind of overlooking certain things on people, or that they're flawed, so you have to be more accepting. Because what did you tell me last night? You did tell me something last night about my dating preference.
What's
it that you said about me? I'm too picky? Was that the word you used? Or I expect too much? Or how did you word it?
I didn't
exactly?
say picky. I just said that you're too...
My standards were too high.
Yeah, you gotta lower them.
Lower?
No, I meant that jokingly, of course. Obviously, that's That's our friendship. That's, I mean, we kid around
Lower
a
your
lot.
standards. Did you hear that, ladies? Lower your standards.
I didn't mean for them. I meant for you.
For me, I need to not have high standards.
No, I didn't mean it like that
No.
either. I'm just, your expectation level, I think what you want out of it is, I mean, that I guess you don't set yourself up for failure, and it's sad to say, but that's the harsh reality, man. I mean, the more you expect, and the more you're let down. So if you don't
you're
aim
right.
too high, or just, I mean, it's either that or you're pulling pieces from every single area you can to make your ideal guy. Which, how realistic is it?
It's not. It's not. But see, I'm emotional first. Like, to me, it's all about feeling. So it's not so much about, like, I say I have like 4 qualifications for a man.
Yeah, what are they?
Right. He has to have a nice smile, like nice straight teeth. Yes. He has to have a job. He's gainfully employed. So not so much like, oh, he has to be a doctor or a lawyer, but just have your own damn job, right? He has to live on his own. Like, I mean, if he lives with his kids, that's fine. But that whole like roommates or parents, or I live in my parents' basement, like, no. Like, he needs to be self-sufficient.
Right.
And I just want him to be like, just an all-around good guy, like good morals, values, things like that. So everything else you can kind of, can I overlook this or overlook that? And that's when it gets a little complicated.
Right.
But I feel like I just have 4 little qualifications and I'm supposed to lower them from there.
No, but those things are doable. They should be attainable. Common sense would say that anybody should be looking for those standard things. So, but what is it though? What is it that they have or they do that you don't like in the end? Let's say that there are all those things you're looking for.
I think it's just consistency,
Right.
and communication. And I think as we get older, we're busy. We have work and, kids and whatever responsibility we have. And men just aren't consistent. They start off calling and then they're calling less and then they don't have time for you. And I just think maybe I do expect too much. When you meet someone, it's only natural to want to progress and spend more time with them. And when that gets less and less, I kind of just become disinterested.
Right.
But I'm all about the vibe, and sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. Like, I've dated a lot of really great guys, you for example, and it's just, if I'm not feeling it, if the vibe isn't there, then I don't think it could progress from there.
Right. That's true. I mean, you know what you like, and you're all about your convictions. So if it's not, like you said, if it's not clicking, it's not. So it's why waste anybody's time when it comes down to it and everything. But as long as you know that you're still able to remain friends as we have throughout the years and everything, that's also that's a positive thing to have.
What's it been, like 4 years now?
It's been
maybe
5. 2013.
You remember that?
Oh, of course I do.
Oh, wow, look at that, ladies.
And my memory is not selective, so hey, how about that?
You're a fool. Okay, so we're nearing toward the end of our show, but Jay, you do this radio show, so if you want to plug it, go ahead.
The
Let
Laugh
us know
for Else
about
radio
it.
show, thank you.
Yes.
The Laugh for Else radio show can be heard every Saturday night from midnight to 2 a.m., 89.3 FM, or WNUR.org. It is done from Evanston campus. You've been on the show a couple times. We're glad to have you. Hope to have you soon again.
I will be back, yes.
Any open invitation for you, Wanda, anytime you'd like. We talk a little bit of politics, current events, comedy. We talk sports on there, so we do that. And then I have a background in covering boxing. As you can see, boxing and tacos. These are a few of my favorite things. And along from good companionship from a lovely young lady. Yes, so that's basically what we do. And that's it. It's pretty simple stuff, but it's very good stuff. Stuff to keep you entertained.
Absolutely. So Laugh or Else.
That's right. Laugh or Else
Saturdays,
Radio.
12 to 2. What's the station again?
It's 89.3 FM, WNUR.org.
Okay.
Is where you can see if you can't get a local reception, you can stream it live.
Okay, great. And look for me. I'll be on there soon.
Yes, you will. Hope so.
I'll have you back here and we can discuss
I would love to.
other things.
Then we'll go to wine.
Have to have you on the wine talk.
That's
yes.
right. And we'll go detail every single second of the time that we did, when it was more than a kiss.
It was. Okay, cut. Thanks for watching, guys.